What's up, everybody? This is KidSmoove and this is another Apples and Oranges video, and I'm going to do this video because I always wanted to talk about this, just couldn't find the right time, and I might be a little bit behind the 8 ball, but I do want to give you guys my opinion. So I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers who go by KidSmoove. I like that name, KidSmoove, for requesting me to do a video to talk about my thoughts on the whole Kanye West controversy. Can I make a video about it? Now, just to give you a warning, I don't know if you're gonna like my take or my position. I like to think of myself of always having the unpopular opinion. So the whole thing with Kanye West is something I paid a little bit of attention to, but I wasn't gonna let it sweat me. I feel like the internet, I feel like Twitter, I feel like our major news stations, those who's supposed to be doing their jobs and providing us with real news and providing us with situations going on in the world, are wasting their time talking about Stormy Daniels, and now they're talking about Kanye West. I mean, man, like, there was just a black kid hung in Atlanta, Georgia. I didn't see that in the news, but they're talking about Kanye West tweets. It's kind of stupid. Now, Kanye West is a Trump supporter, and a lot of people are losing their minds. You got Black Twitter and liberals and all that stuff. But it's just like people are treating it as if, like, you know, I can't explain it. It's like when people come out as Trump supporters, it's like it's broadcasted to the point where the whole world should be upset. Like the whole world should have like this negative. No. If you guys haven't forgot, I'm sorry, but Donald Trump is the president of the United States. I mean, somebody had to vote the motherfucker in. I mean, come on, please. So the thing with Kanye West is that I have nothing against what Kanye West supporting Trump. He can support who the fuck he wants. It's like, why is it that we live in this society where, whether it be musicians, whether it be black people, because you know it's crazy, people lose a fucking mind if a black person turns out to be a Republican or a black person turns out to be a Trump supporter. Why shouldn't he have the right to support whom he wants, vote whom he wants, and to support the ideas he support? We have that freedom. We are Americans. So I don't care if Kanye West supports Donald Trump. I don't care what his thoughts are. Now, a lot of people want to talk about the whole slavery comment. I mean, he had an interview with TMZ, and he says where he made the notion that slavery was a choice, and a lot of people are coming out and saying, oh, he said slavery was a choice. He's talking about 400 years, and all these years we supposedly been enslaved. He was like, after all that time, it sounds like a choice. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, do I have anything against what he said? Well, no, because I never looked at it in the sense of him saying that, him meaning literally, oh no, I'm going to choose to be a slave. I'm either going to be a free man, or I'm going to be a slave, or I'm going to be this. No, I get where he's coming from. And the reason why I say I get where he's coming from, because I personally feel, as blacks, and not even just as blacks, but as Americans in general in this society, we are still mentally slaves. A lot of us are still mentally slaves. It's like we're trapped in this sense of quote unquote white supremacy. You know what I mean? Sure, racism exists. Sure, like it's like I feel like we're taught to be like, you know, we're always going to be behind. So we're always going to be, we have to rely on like the bar none. We always have to settle for less because we're doomed from the start. And I'm not the one that believed that. I'm not the one that believed that, hey, I'm not going to move forward because of my skin color. I'm not going to walk out and assume that every time that if I was to get pulled over, that, hey man, this cop's out to kill me. I don't want to believe that, and I don't want society to let that, put that fear in me. I don't. So as far as like the whole being, oh, slavery was a choice, well, at some point, think about this. It was somebody's choice to run away. It was somebody's choice to get away. It was somebody's choice to be free. It was somebody's choice to fight and end what was going on. Because at the end of the day, when you think about it, slave owners, right, were outnumbered by those who they were enslaving. So at some point, anybody could have revolted. Think of Nat Turner. Think of Harriet Tubman. Everybody made choices. So him saying, slavery, 400 years of slavery sounds like a choice to me. But he's saying that it's not like, no, it's the choice of somebody not doing something for so long. Could have been done a long time ago. You know what I mean? It could have been done a long time ago. Any situation that you're in, and that there you have this, I'm trying to think of a situation where it's like, how can I say this? It's like a person, pretty much a black man refusing to look for work because he's told they're not gonna hire you because you're black. They're not gonna hire you because white supremacy and stuff like that. It's like, all right, well, I'm just not gonna go look for work because of that. I'm at a disadvantage. Oh, I'm not gonna go for that management position because because white people are in that position and they're gonna choose them over me. That's a choice. That's a choice you're making because you bought into the idea that you're at a disadvantage. And when I hear about Kanye West's comments about 400 years of slavery, it sounds like a choice. I'm not mad at what he's saying. I don't really care. It's fucking nonsense. Who is Kanye West? He's a rapper. He's a musician. He's a rich man. He got more money than I do. It's like me and Kanye West don't relate. Kanye West is a creative. He's a free thinker. He has the freedom to believe what he wants to believe. He has the idea to vote to whoever he wants to vote for. He has the freedom to support whom he supports. So anybody mad at that is just freaking insane and need to freaking relax and really get a life, because you're doing something wrong if you're letting these Kanye West tweets or Kanye West interviews get you all riled up for absolutely nothing, because it has nothing to do with you, relates to you. The problem is, and we're all mentally slaves, right? Because the next black person to come out, they say that they support Trump or some shit like that. As a black person, you shouldn't be mad, because at the end of the day, what are you really actually mad at? Why is this automatic thing? Like, I still don't understand what Trump or the Trump administration did to me as a black man, where all these years since I've been here on this earth, Donald Trump gets into office and then I'm suddenly fucking mad. You know what I mean? Look what people went through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, beyond that. What the fuck did Donald Trump have to do with that? And just for people, so for rappers or, you know, actors, you know, big Twitter personalities to come out and say, oh, I support this person. Why is it a freaking big deal? There's people with movements on the internet now trying to convince people. There's people right now on the internet with a big following that supports pedophilia and trying to make it legal, right? But no, there's no really outrage of that. They just took, they're trying to end Boy Scouts to let girls in, even though a Girl Scouts exists. But no, we ain't worried about that. We're about Kanye West and his support for Donald Trump. And as a black person, I'm supposed to be mad? What the fuck am I mad about? You know what I mean? I'm gonna support who I'm going to support. It's a choice. And the whole slavery thing, think about it. Think about it. Ask yourself, why are you even mad? Why do you feel like, do you need to speak out against Trump? Think about this. Now, I mean, do you feel like you personally need to speak out against Trump because he of the stuff that he put in place, the stuff that he says, the stuff that he's done? Or do you feel like you need to be upset because that's what's been trending towards you, that's what's been fed towards you? I still can't come up with the reason that tells me that, the Trump's a racist. To me, to a black person, I still can't put two and two together, right? But that's what I'm being, and I guess that's why I'm supposed to dislike him. So that's, somebody's enslaving you. Anytime you can get a reaction, or anytime you're forced to speak out on something that you're actually not really familiar with, but you find yourself on one side, even though you have really no relation to it, you're enslaved. You're enslaved, and one side did a better job enslaving you than the other. Why else you think most black people are Democrats by default? Why you think most black people are liberals by default? Why are we liberals, huh? Why? Why are we stuck in the ghetto? Why are we stuck on the food stamps? Like, why are we stuck in the ratchetness? Now, if just break the mold, I'm happy to see more people break the fucking norm. You know what I mean? If Kanye West wants to do this, and if he runs as a president, as an independent, or as a Republican, good luck. Whatever, it is what it is. But I'm not letting nobody else narrative, nobody else opinions, or nobody else point of view to dictate or decide how I'm supposed to feel. So Kanye West thoughts on Donald Trump, slavery, it don't matter to me. It has no importance to me. You know what I mean? I am going to either agree, disagree, or not give a fuck. And at this point, I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck. But shout out to KidSmoove for requesting this. Hopefully, I don't know what your stance is on this situation, but here's my video, here's my thoughts, and if you have any questions, hit me in the comment section below. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, all right? It's KidSmoove, Apples and Oranges. I'm out of here. Peace.